Renovating Retirement with Charlie Jewett. Oh no, I think I'm about to have another episode.
On the air again. Just can't wait to get on the air again. Some people think I'm really arrogant, but I can't wait to get on the air again. Hey y'all, Charlie Jewett here. And I got a bad habit of doing podcasts. Sometimes when I don't go to my 12-step group, Podcasters Anonymous, I fall and I backslide and I record one of these for you. So I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm talking like I'm from the South. Maybe south of Philadelphia. Hoo-yah! But this is Charlie Jewett coming back with episode 109. 109. Can you believe there's 109 episodes of my rant? I do. It's been a lot of hard work. It was daily for a while. Then it became every now and then. Then it became sometimes weekly. Then it became every now and then. And that's just the way it is. That's the way it is when you are going through a divorce, when you snap your ACL, when you're running a busy business, when you have 6 kids between you and your girlfriend, and when life is what life is. But this podcast was actually inspired by my life. Some of you know, last October, jumping on a trampoline trying to be the gymnast that I used to be in my teen years. Maybe into my 20s, if I exaggerate. The gymnast I used to be, playing with my children and my soon-to-be stepchildren. I snapped my ACL, the ligament in my knee, and I tore my meniscus. The actual diagnosis was complete tear of the ACL and complex tear of the meniscus. And boy, did it change things in my life. As soon as it happened, after I colored the air blue and apologized to my children, I said, well, there goes a year of my life. I don't know why I said that. I've never had a knee injury. That's just what I said. And it hurt like crazy. Well, it didn't hurt too bad. It just felt like something was wrong. It felt wrong. I heard a bunch of snap, crackle, and pop. A little bit of Rice Krispie knee going on. I finally got out of the trampoline park into my car and thought, well, this isn't that bad. I could drive. Then, getting up out of a chair, my knee dislocated in my home. And I thought something must be very, very wrong. And then 2 times, sleeping in bed without even putting weight on my leg, my knee dislocated, which is not awesome sauce. Not awesome sauce. It's very, very uncomfortable to have any joint dislocate, I would imagine. I've only had this one, but I hear from shoulder victims that it doesn't feel too good either. My knee was dislocating with no weight on it. I finally went to the doctor. They said, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, I had a surgery on November 20th, and they said, it's going to take about a year to recover. I don't know where the prophetic utterance of there goes a year of my life came from, but I did have knee surgery in November. Finally recovered. I couldn't drive. I lived in a 3-story home. I no longer do, but I lived in a 3-story home at the time. Crutching up and down the stairs was horrendous. I couldn't drive, so I was crutching to the local convenience store to buy groceries. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. But I'm happy to say I've recovered enough where I'm able to work out. I'm able to exercise. It was also a little challenging on the gut area of my life. I gained a little bit of, I grew a little. Let's just say that. I grew a little bit in the gut area, not being able to exercise in an aerobic fashion for 6 months, but I'm back in the gym. And if you go to charliespictures.com, you're going to see a picture that I just posted that was pretty instrumental in my life in hiring a personal trainer. There's this picture. Crazy enough, it was in the bathroom. Probably too much information. TMI. But there was a picture in the bathroom of this squiggly line, right? Little squiggly line. Here I am trying to get back in shape, gain 20 or 30 pounds, just sitting around watching TV, icing my leg, and doing these exercises. And I see this picture. And you have to understand, this is coming from somebody whose my first business, I dropped out of college to buy a 10,000 square foot health club. I lived in the health club when I lost my apartment at 18 or 19. I lived in the health club, slept in the tanning beds. Can you believe that? People are like, why are you so white? Well, I didn't sleep with the tanning beds on. Come on now. I just slept with a blanket and a pillow, and I slept in the tanning beds, and I woke up and worked. I ran a gym. I took training. I had personal trainers who worked for me. I know how to get in shape. I know what to do. Knowing what to do and doing what you should do are very, very different things. One is knowledge. One is discipline. It's easy to have knowledge. It's hard to be disciplined and make yourself do what you need to do consistently to gain any type of results. But if you go look at this picture, you're going to see that this particular gym in my area made a distinction, a very helpful distinction, between working out and training. And we all know, we say, man, I should work out more. You say to your friends, did you work out today? How was your workout? Working out is what we're kind of after. It's sort of what you should be doing. Just like in retirement, what you should be doing or planning for retirement is investing or saving. But they made a helpful distinction between working out and training. And you can see it. You can see the actual flyer I took a picture of at charliespictures.com, CHARLIES pictures.com. It just links you to my Instagram account that has some ridiculous domain name of its own. I just bought one and pointed it over there, charliespictures.com. You'll see that this picture where it says working out is got a squiggly line where you're kind of going all over the place. Training has a straight line from what you're dreaming of to what you're achieving. You get right there. You point right at it. You do the work it takes to get there, and you go straight at it. No veering, no messing around. Whereas working out, you're squiggling all over the place. And it says at the top, at this gym, we don't work out, we train. Working out can be anything that makes you sweaty and tired, but doesn't provide a clear and direct path to your goal. Training, on the other hand, which isn't written, that's my words, involves setting your sights on your goal, assessing to find your starting point, and then reverse engineering a program that gets you from dreaming to achieving in the quickest, most excellent, safest way possible. Listen, the trainer they assigned to me, his name is Mako. Could you get a cooler name than Mako? Super Mako. Super Mako on the way! I go in there, I do a little bit of warm-up on the treadmill, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, depending on how late I am. I see Mako over there working with other people, and he's doing his thing and whatever. You know, I mean, I show up, and I've always been good at doing what people tell me to do. I'm not that disciplined. I won't do it on my own. I own 2 treadmills and don't get on them. I own weights. I own a bunch of stretchy rubber band things, right? I could do push-ups. I could do the jail workout. I know what to do. I just don't. So I pay somebody to tell me what to do because I know I'll do it and get the results because I'm after the results, period. So I show up. I say, Mako, tell me what to do. And in a respectful, amazing, instructional, educated, I know what the heck I'm doing kind of a manner, he goes, okay, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. Okay, take a break. Get a little bit of water. All right, do this. Lay on your back. Put your arms above your head. Take some deep breaths. Get back up, buddy. Stretch. We're going to do this one. Then we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to do this one. We're going to add a little bit more weight. He just tells me what to do. I'm only doing it for 30 minutes. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting more flexible. Pain is disappearing. I'm adding muscle. And one of these days when I change my nutrition, I might even lose some weight. The fact of the matter is, I'm training. I have a desired result, which for me, there's actually a deadline of July 29th when we have a Bahamas trip. I want to look better. I want to feel better. I want to lose this, it's not baby weight, but while I was sitting around like a baby, crying, sitting there all by myself, recovering from this knee injury, watching television while I iced my leg for 6 months, like a baby, I gained some baby weight, let's just call it, right? And it's beginning to change me, and I've done this before, so I know how quickly and rapidly it can happen. Last 2016, I lost 25 to 30 pounds in a 30-day period, which isn't recommended for most people. I just went absolutely bananas and ate like no sugars and treadmill twice a day and did yoga and weights for 30 days in a row, and that's how my body responds. And that wasn't even personal training. That was just working out. What I wanted to do today is to say, I liked this concept so much that not only did I take a picture of it and posted it, I decided I may even want to use this in my own business in teaching people with my transforming the way the world thinks about retirement. And yes, over the next 5 years, the retirement planning industry will look completely different than anything you've seen for the past 10, 20 years, just from the work we're doing here. And I'm bold enough to say that. America's retirees did not have any benevolent king. So I created the job, appointed myself, and I plan to vote myself back in for many, many terms. Somebody has to protect America's retiree from the crooks and the criminals that have built these mutual fund retail sales organizations and just try to sell you risk with a side of fees and say, that's what we call a financial plan. We don't know what it's going to do. We get paid no matter what happens, but that's your financial plan, big boy. Save for 40 years and then gamble everything while we play golf. No. Somebody's got to stand up to them and say, well, that's not actually a financial plan. That's not training. That's just working out. That's not retirement planning. That's just investing. That's just gambling. People, retirement planning must involve a plan built from things you can plan on, not investing built from things that you have no idea what's going to happen, and the world tells you how you're allowed to live. The results tell you whether or not you can eat, whether or not you can travel, whether or not you can afford long-term care or to pay for medical expenses. That is not a plan. Hope is not a plan. Gambling is not a plan, period. So what I want to do is take this picture. Hopefully you're looking at it, or if you're driving in your car or you're at work, you can go home and look at it at some point. Basically just picture a squiggly line going all over the place in an inefficient manner, getting to your goal, and then one that just goes straight. The squiggly line is just random investing. Like they say in this little thing about working out, working out can be anything that makes you sweaty and tired. Investing can be anything that gives you a chance of making money, right? Training involves setting your sights on your goal, assessing your starting point, and then reverse engineering a program that gets you from dreaming to achieving. What does retirement planning do? You set your sights on a goal, you say where you want to be, you reverse engineer it, work backwards to where you are, and say, how do I get there? And it involves things like, what is going to be my emergency fund? Where am I going to take my income from once I stop working and stop receiving an income? How am I going to deal with medical expenses if I get Alzheimer's, if I go into a nursing home? At the end, when my body starts to fade out, because most of us don't drop dead, how am I going to pay for that and still be able to feed my family or feed a surviving spouse or leave an inheritance to loved ones or charity? And then at the end, how am I going to leave an inheritance to loved one or charity? You're working backwards from your goals and setting up a plan that makes it happen, not just gambling and hoping. Listen, going to the gym and getting sweaty and tired is the same as throwing all of your money into the stock market and hoping for the best. I hope it works out. Boy, I sure hope this sweat turns into big muscles and low body fat. Boy, I sure hope this gambling, this up and down, turns into long life, short life, rough life, sick life, and the next life. I hope I have income forever. I hope if I die, my spouse is taken care of. I hope I can access it without penalties and it's not too small, hasn't just lost a bunch of money. Boy, I sure hope it can afford long-term care. And then I really hope I can leave an inheritance to loved ones. And what am I going to do to plan for that? I'm going to gamble. No. Just build a plan. Nothing could be easier than retirement planning. You've either saved enough money or you haven't. How simple is that? You can either stop working now, or you can't stop working now because you don't have enough money saved up. Period. That's so simple. Okay. You're going to keep working because you haven't saved enough money. Let's just use that example. How long should I work, Charlie? When can I stop? I'm going to tell you with 100% conviction. If you have your money with a joker broker, or you've already realized that they're criminals who underperform the market and you're just doing it yourself. You have your money in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, REITs, ETFs. You have your money in securities or investments, things that can go up and down. If you're gambling with your retirement, I know it's popular. I know I'm slaughtering a sacred cow and everybody gets sad. I love cows. Why is Charlie killing a cow? Moo. They sound like a sheep. Moo. Moo. I will get it on the third try. After that, 3 strikes, and you're out, brown cow. Moo. There it is. Don't kill the sacred cow, Charlie. That makes me angry. I understand it's popular. Popularity does not make something right. Right? A city where a lot of people do drugs, you don't go, well, a lot of people are doing it, let's just get on meth. No, right makes things right. Gambling your retirement in the stock market is wrong for almost every reason, because they lie about the returns, they lie about the fees, the safer stuff has beat the returns, so you make more money doing safe things. Stock market has crappy income. Safe things have good income. Stock market doesn't pay for long-term care. Safe things do. Stock market doesn't get bigger when you die and leave more money to your loved ones. Safe things do. It's an unnecessary tool. Nobody needs the stock market. Nobody needs risk with a side of fees. No one needs to gamble, period, unless you're really, really good at it. And even if you're good at it, you shouldn't be gambling with money you or your family needs. You should be gambling with extra money. So let's say you don't have enough money to stop working right now. You have to continue working. If you have money in the stock market, you can never, ever, 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 never know if it's safe to retire or when you can retire. The only way to know when you can stop working is by looking at how much income your nest egg can create. The stock market, a portfolio of things that can go up and down, can never, ever tell you how much income you can create for the rest of your life. The best you can do is use an estimate, which right now is 2.8%. So for every $1 million you have in the stock market or variable investments or securities, you can say I can get $28,000 before taxes, and it's not a guarantee, but I might be able to live until the day my account hits zero. I can't pay for medical expenses. I can't leave an inheritance. It's a crappy retirement, a horrible way to live, emotionally disturbing. At the end, when your money's about to run out, you're certainly not going to pay yourself the same income. You're going to lower your income while inflation is telling you need more. It's a horrendously stupid, horrible, uneducated way to try to live, to take income from a stock portfolio. But the best you could ever do without looking at annuities is guess and have a really, really low income. You know what that means? You know what that means? If you're foolish enough to listen to your stockbroker and not use annuities, and try to decide when to stop working based on living off of a stock portfolio, you will work, in my opinion, 5, 10, 15 years longer than you have to. You will lose giant parts of your life. Now, if you love your job, no big deal. If working is living for you, meaning it brings you the most joy. I know doctors in their 70s who don't want to stop because they love it. And that's awesome. I mean, honestly, the idea of retirement is to stop doing what you hate and do what you love and to be free from the slavery of work. If you love your job and it's not slavery, then working an extra 5, 10, 15 years is not a big deal. It's for the giant portion, the huge, enormous, much, much bigger portion of the world that doesn't want to keep doing what they're doing. They're totally burned out. They hate it, or their body is saying, I can't do this anymore. Or they have a new boss who's a jerk. You understand? Or they're forced out. They're forced out because they hire somebody younger and they kick you to the curb. Even worse. People, you cannot know when you can retire without annuities, because annuities give you a guaranteed paycheck for the rest of your life. I know annuities got a bad name in the past, but please grow up. Please. Please. And maybe it's rude for me to say grow up. Forgive me. Please open your mind to letting the truth affect your emotions and your decision making and what you believe, rather than popular liars, information from 40 or 50 years ago, or just tradition in general. Tradition in general is not a guide that will help you. When does the majority of any country do what's right, and you'd like to follow them and have the average lifestyle of your country? Like, never. You'd like to have the lifestyle of the top 1 to 5 to 10%, and to get different results, you have to do different things. If you keep doing the same things, you're going to get the same results. Don't be a lemming and follow the crowd. What you need to do is retirement planning, not investing. Just like I needed training, personal training, not to just go work out and work up a sweat. Folks, the idea is not to invest your money. It's not to take your money and turn it into more. The idea is to set your money up in such a way that no matter what happens in your life, you're okay. That's different than working out and getting sweaty and tired, right? You need to invest the money in such a way that it does for you the things that you want at the time that things happen. So you need to stop working and take an income for the rest of your life, which I call long life. You need an income replacer, and the stock market will not, cannot, can ever, never do that. I don't care how many billionaires lie to you, the stock market cannot guarantee that you're going to have that income for the rest of your life. Long life, you need annuities. Short life, you either need annuities with continuing guaranteed income for your spouse, or you need life insurance to give a big giant payday to your spouse. Rough life, emergency fund, the stock market does okay, except it's emotionally disturbing when your accounts are down 30-40% and then you have to take some money out for an emergency. You probably won't want to. But rough life, I'm going to give the stock market a pass. It does okay. Sick life. Is your stockbroker or the company they work for going to kick in some extra money? If you go into a nursing home, are they going to pay out of their own pocket? They're going to say, you have $400,000 with us, but we'll give you another $400,000 to pay for medical expenses while you're sick? No. But the insurance companies will. With the annuities or with the life insurance, they will. I'm not saying stocks, bonds, and mutual funds are bad, people. I'm saying stocks, bonds, and mutual funds are bad for retirees. They don't do anything you need in retirement, and the one thing they do, growth, they do worse than annuities and life insurance anyway. So why are they even still on the table? Why are you even still considering leaving money with your joker broker or leaving money in the market? I know why. You need it. You need the drug. America's addicted to the stock market. They need the monthly statement. They need the ups and downs. They need to fear the fear and greed. Folks, listen. If you've taken training from Joey Miller or somebody like that out there, I'm not endorsing him, but if you've taken training from somebody that shows you how to make 10% a month using option strategies and iron condors and blah, 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 and you're managing your own money, you're not giving it to some Edward Morgan Lynch buffoon. You're managing your own money and making 10% a month. Do it. Do it with the right amount of money. Don't listen to what I'm saying, do listen to what I'm saying, because I am saying if you're good at it, do it with a portion of your money that's a part of the increase accounts of your life. Set up your in-case accounts, your emergency funds, set up your guaranteed income, your income accounts, and with the leftover, because you could really afford to lose it all, go make 10% a month. And for God's sake, go get licensed and do it for other people. That's good for the world. I'm just telling you. Stocks, bonds, and mutual funds have no place in a retirement plan because they don't do anything for long life, short life, rough life, sick life, or into the next life. They don't get bigger when you die to transfer to the next life. They don't pay for long-term care. They don't give you guaranteed income. They don't take care of your spouse when you pass away or get bigger or give them. They do nothing except for possibly do a crappy job at being available during emergencies as long as the market isn't down and you don't have to pay fees to sell your positions. People, go take a look at the picture at charliespictures.com. CHARLIES pictures.com. And take a look at the picture I posted today on May 22nd, 2018 of the squiggly line and the straight line showing a difference between working out and training. And just understand it's the same difference between investing and having a real retirement plan. And at Renovating Retirement, we are here for anybody that wants a real retirement plan. If you want to decide what you want life to be like and have us make that happen for you, or educate you and show you how to make that happen for yourself, same promise as always, you get the best retirement plan in the entire country. I'm never going to stop saying it until somebody beats me, and if they do, I'll probably hire them and make them part of our team anyway and keep saying it. But if you want the absolute best, there is no advisor you're going to find in your town that can give you a better retirement than we're going to give you, and you can pick any of them and get their best plan and send it to us and say, I am not going to work with you unless you beat Renovating Retirement's plan. You get their plan first, you send it in, and we'll beat the pants off of it. More income for you, more income for your spouse, more liquidity in your emergency funds making more money for long-term care, more money left behind to loved ones, all at the same or lower cost than they're going to give to you. Get in touch, Charlie@JewettWealth.com, CHARLIE at JEWETT wealth.com. Other than that, folks, today, let's go back to the Southern. I don't know how to do my accent anymore. I don't even know how to do it. Just get in touch. And other than that, I don't have any strong opinions on the subject. And I think you people are the best.
Renovating Retirement with Charlie Jewett.
That's all, folks.